Hi guys, back again with another review. Today we're reviewing Green Room. It came out in 2015. It was directed and written by Jeremy Saulnier, hope I didn't butcher his name, and it's starring Anton Yelchin, Joe Cole, I've got a list here, Aaliyah Shawkat, Callum Turner, and Patrick Stewart, who was an evil man in this film, I thought.
Picard on Nasty Pasty.
Yeah, on Picard on Mein Kampf.
Yeah, you could say that's American History X.
Yeah.
For him. I think it's a film that everyone's got to see because I think it's a film that everyone would like.
It flew under the radar.
Very much I don't think it's a movie that, it's got... I mean, if you're not into gore, don't watch it.
Or the bit with the hand through the door.
Yeah, and I watched it.
Hand.
I watched it last night. I watched it on Amazon Prime. I haven't got it.
You paid £3.49 to watch
I
it.
did.
I also paid £3.49. Yeah. I have it on DVD. I just couldn't be bothered going downstairs.
I couldn't even... Well, I've had it...
how tired I was last
night.
I've
had it on Blu-ray, but I can't stand the Blu-ray cover in the UK. So I'm trying to find a better cover for it because I'm a covers guy, as you know.
It sounds like you're going to call yourself something bad then.
No, I'm a good guy. Covers. But yeah, I don't own it, so I've rewatched it. But I got a funny feeling when I first saw it, there was much more gore going on with the hand, the arm. I'm sure you see the hand getting sliced up on the other side of the door.
I've never seen it like that.
So is it the only time you see his hand is when he takes it out from the door?
That's the only time I've ever seen it.
Right, okay, because I was positive.
Maybe that's like your wishful thinking. Maybe you want to see that
maybe I'm the sadistic one. Yeah, but
that bit where he pulls his hand and it's all floppy.
To be fair, that's more than you need to see.
Yeah.
But if tell you one thing, if Green Room teaches you anything, always have duct tape. Always have duct tape on standby because it covers up all gunshot wounds. Yeah. Covers up all cut wounds, but the movie is, I think, very much so. Especially, I won't say who dies and whatnot. You can watch the film. Hopefully, you've already seen it. But a lot of the death scenes in the film are very gruesome.
There's a lot of dogs.
Yeah,
pitbulls, aren't there?
Yeah, if you don't like dogs eating people, then maybe not watch that movie, or at least attack them.
I again because you said don't want to say who dies.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna just say this is a non-spoiler movie.
Okay,
but there's a character. I'll point at him on the sheet. Rob, his character.
Yeah.
You don't expect him to die. There's someone in the band, and you don't expect it.
Yeah, because this certain character plays a big part in the movie, throughout the whole film.
Yeah.
Well, until he passes on. But when his scene comes, when his time comes, it's
that clip.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what's just happened?
And that's what I liked. I did enjoy that part of the film because I thought, this film's taking no prisoners.
Yeah.
It's not trying to spare characters or have any favourites.
Yeah.
It really is just, no whole
Because I generally thought when I first watched it, I thought he was the main character.
Yeah.
And then when you watch it, you're like, yeah. No, he's not the main character.
No, it really is a film that is it's what I would say is it's to me it felt like a film made by Walter Hill, tough guy film.
Okay, like The Warriors or something.
Yeah, it's got that it's just balls to the wall, gore, suspense, amazing soundtrack. Everything about it is close to being flawless. There's only one thing about the film which we'll get to at the end that I didn't like about it, but it's a small thing really. But overall, if you've never seen Green Room and you like suspense, that is the film for you because
it makes your heart race when you're watching it. You're like, you don't know what's happening.
I've already seen it. I'm rewatching it. I was still on edge, so the film's doing its job. But there's so much about the movie that I would like to have. I wish I knew more about the characters because the characters are generally interesting. And
I like a backstory on Darcy.
Yes, Darcy. I like a backstory on Imogen Poots' character Amber as well, especially her and Ellie because they have a big part playing the story. Really.
Well, there's two subplots I would say behind what's happening with the band and everything.
Yeah.
You've got the heroin that's underneath the Green Room.
Yeah.
The Nazis are packing and selling heroin.
Yeah.
And then you've got the subplot of why Ellie's died.
Yeah.
Because her boyfriend Daniel, who's Tad's brother, who sent them there, who was his contact. He has a murder weapon.
Yeah.
Last Easter, I think.
Yeah.
He's had to check the car. And he was, from what you get, he was going to give him up, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And basically, that's sort of about him trying to, because he goes into the green room thinking they killed Ellie.
Yeah.
But then they're like, no, Amber's like, no, they've killed Ellie.
Yeah.
And then he tries to help him, but it's really good because it all makes sense, I think. None of it's, you're never like, oh, what's going on?
No, like I said, there's no plot where sort of it's uncovered, or it's missed or passed by. Everything you want to know in the movie is there. But like I say, I just wish, because I generally love the characters.
Yes.
I mean, the character. To be fair, there's not really, even the band itself, they aren't likable. They're good people.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say you're sort of, you're cheering them on to obviously to win the standoff. But
you're not.
You
can't cheer Nazis on.
No, for obvious reasons. But like I say, I mean, it's got so much about it that I want to know more about. I mean, I'm hoping to listen. I'm guessing there's an audio commentary out there by the director. So I'd love to know more about the film, deleted scenes as well, hopefully. But this movie is like it's one of the best films I'd say in the 2000 era.
It's got to be the best film of 2015. I don't know what other films came out that year, but that's
Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh,
I think, but two different films really.
Yeah,
but obviously one had a bigger budget. But no, Green Room. I think I was excited for the director as well because I thought, Blue Ruin, brilliant. Green Room, close to being, spotless, flawless in every way. And then he has been in another film since then. I think it's called The Hole in the Dark. It's on Netflix. It's Netflix made, actually.
Okay.
So obviously,
is it a horror film or?
It's sort of, again, it's a bit like Green Room. It's got like the horror vibes and things like that. But I think it's more of a thriller. It's set like in a snowfall sort of backdrop with the actor Jeffrey Wright, who's playing Commissioner Gordon in the new
I know what about
with Robert Pattinson. But I've not got around to watching it yet. But the fact is that Netflix employed him to make a movie.
Yeah.
That means they're seeing the talent inside.
He's ticking boxes for them.
Yeah, and I believe he's making a new film at the moment. I can't remember what the name was, but anything he's making, I want to see because so far he's made an impression.
So, what's the one thing you didn't like about the movie? What's the said a minute ago?
I didn't like how it ended with the place of where this film ends. Okay. So I liked the fact that the whole movie is, I'd say 90% based in this, disused warehouse,
music venue. That's
music venue. I love that it's based in that venue, like an outside, with the dogs and the new Nazis outside waiting to find the little hidden areas they're trying to escape from. I love that setting. I thought it was great. And then towards the end, they moved to another location close by and in a similar sort of thing. But I just liked it being there.
Yes, yeah.
I always like. It's the best way to put it is, and it's a weird comparison, but have you seen Road to Perdition?
I have actually.
Yeah,
Tom Hanks.
That's right. Yeah, I love that film, and I think it's really well made when it's in Chicago. I think Chicago, and they make it. It's based in the city.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, it's based on where the main character,
the farmhouse.
Yeah, where Tom Hanks gets killed basically at the end. I know it's a spoiler, but it is what it is. It was made 15 years ago.
Older than that, isn't it?
Maybe 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
But actually, no, I think it was made 2004, maybe. But that film ends on the beach. And I'm thinking, I didn't like it. I thought I wanted everything to be in the city because the film is based in the city and it's the backdrop of the movie. And that's what I liked with Green Room because blue, green in both titles as well. A bit weird. But yeah, I liked the fact that I wanted them to stay in the same location. It's a nitpick. It's not a really big thing. Yeah. But if I had to pick something, it'd be that they didn't end it in the one place that the whole movie pretty much takes place in. Because I think that's where the bloodshed should be done.
I completely agree. I like the it's gonna be a weird thing, but I like the little details in the bar. And I don't like these symbols, but I like the way, from the get go, it's a Nazi bar because you've got the SS bolts drawn in sharp.
Yeah, it's
because as soon as they get there, you're like, oh no, this isn't a place you'd want to go.
Well, no, of course, because obviously Nazi memorabilia, or propaganda, it looked, whether you obviously were not into that kind of thing whatsoever, but you would appreciate the fact that they had this, amazing designs when they were trying to, push their agenda. As bad as obviously as it was, but you couldn't help but be look at the details, and that's what sort of the music venue is, and it's just got that eerie feeling about it. I love locations in movies where they have a certain like the Halloween house kind of thing, or the sewer in It. I love that kind of stuff where films are based and they sort of end or start there.
Like Camp Crystal Lake and Friday the 13th.
Exactly, yeah, it becomes legendary. And that's the only nitpick I had for the film.
Okay. Well, let's get down to the nitty-gritty for a bit on that, man. How many red bootlaces out of 10 are you giving Green Room?
9.
Oh!
That's how much I liked it. It's not a movie that I don't give out 5 stars. Obviously, it's not 5 stars, but I don't give out, the big ones just for the sake of it, because this movie generally deserves its praise and I really am going to try and champion it more as much as I can for people to see it more, because the more I talk about it, the less people I know have seen it.
Yeah.
I just don't seem to meet many people that have watched this movie.
I will.
What's your
Red bootlaces.
Yes, red bootlaces.
We'll try. Let us know if you like what we're doing here. We try and pick something from every episode, and sometimes it's really hard.
Every film, like if it's got something particular in, like that's how we sort of base our review on.
Yeah.
An item.
I'm going. It's really hard because I really do love the film.
What would be what flaw has it got? Flaws.
I kind of agree with you on what you said. I don't like, and this is again a nitpicky one. I don't really like the use of dogs in it. I feel like a lot of them are cheap kills.
Yeah, but do you know what? Some of the best shots in the movie involve the dogs.
Yeah.
When there's a scene in the movie when the dog, like as the movie's sort of heading towards the end, the camera seems to one of the dogs has escaped basically,
and it's dying. It's been shot.
Yeah, and it's just walking slowly, and it's dragging its lead. And some of the shots of that dog, I was like, the staffies, aren't they?
All pit bulls. I'm not sure it's one or the other.
They're beautiful animals, but not in the movie, sadly. But you know what? When the animals are calm in that film, you can't help, like any dog lover, you can't go, woo-hoo-hoo,
Yeah, 100%. And my other one, which is my main one, is I don't like any character in the film.
Yeah, okay.
Not one. Yeah, I don't like Pat. I don't like Reese. I don't like any of the band. I think they're all a bit dicky.
Yeah. Very cocky, aren't they?
That's what I mean. Yeah, none of them seem humble. Like when they're doing the interview with Tad.
Yes, I get that.
They which One Island Band, and Pat's just like, why are we even doing this kind of thing? Not that I wanted to see them all die horrifically, and I was rooting for the Nazis, but I was kind of like, I hope it would be like the end of Hateful Eight, where everyone just bleeds out and no one wins.
Yeah.
I've just ruined that, sorry guys. But yeah, so like I've said this on every other review, I try to remain true. I don't like giving things false numbers. I gave Jaws an 8.5, so really, I can't give this higher than Jaws.
Okay.
So I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8.
Strong words.
It's a good film.
Yeah.
It's a very good film, and I'm a lot like you. I think this film deserves to be so much more in the mainstream than what it is. Plus, as well, it was Anton Yelchin's last film before he tragically died in a car accident.
Yeah, it's not. It's like I say, it's a great. I mean, not that anyone wanted him to go that way.
Yeah,
but it's a good film to bow out your career on
because it's quite thingy. Because wasn't Anton Yelchin also in Star Trek? A film?
Yeah, he was Scotty. Not Scotty. That was Simon Pegg. He was. I'm not big on the Star Trek.
I'm also not, so I'd ask you.
But his character was important.
Yeah, so and I thought it was cool that obviously Patrick Stewart. I'm not a Star Trek fan in any way. Like he was Picard, did you say?
Yeah, do you know what? I never really connected the. Obviously, there was the orange Star Trek.
Literally, I just thought of that then. That's why I chucked it.
Yeah, there seems to be. Was it the director must have been a fan of Star Trek because there seems to be one or two characters in it.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it 8. But if it hadn't been for the fact I'm trying to rate things like properly. I would have gave it a 9 like you, but because I gave Jaws an 8.5, I feel like I can't say that it's better than Jaws because it isn't.
No, but like I say, you don't have to compare the films because obviously they're two different movies, aren't they?
Oh, completely.
But whatever you say, it's fine.
8. I'm going to go for an 8.
8 is good.
That's our review of Green Room. You should watch it. Just because it's the tits, really, more than anything.
It's not on any streaming devices.
It isn't, which is ridiculous.
I think it was on Netflix a while ago, which makes sense, because if the director's doing work with Netflix, then obviously Blue Ruin's on there.
It might be on soon then, if Blue Ruin and Murder Party, it's on there.
I don't know, I'll check that out, I've not seen that.
I mean, but me and Rob both watched it on Amazon for £3.50, £3.49 or whatever.
So Amazon, if you're watching, we're technically promoting your goods.
Yeah, so Jeff Bezos gives us some of that billions. I was going to say millions, and he's got billions.
No, he's got plenty to.
So yeah, again, guys, if there's anything you want us to review, give us a shout. So yeah, cheers for watching, guys.